Stephanie Valle. Tonight's topic is the City of El Paso's Community Progress Bond Proposal. The city is asking for you to approve $272 million in bonds. Much of that money will go towards repair and improvement of streets and parks. Election day is November 8th. Now, before the break, we heard from the city about why this bond is necessary. I'm joined now with a counterpoint. Dave Marino is the chair of the El Paso County Libertarian Party. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's good to be here.
So what are your thoughts on the bond?
Well, my biggest thing is I think we're asking the wrong question, for one. The answer is obvious. We need better roads, we need better streets. But the question is why is this not already in our municipal government's budget? So they currently have $80 million budgeted for streets and maintenance, but $245 million, I think, is what they're asking for streets and maintenance in this bond. And I don't see why it's not already in the budget.
Now, the city did say that they just had been putting off repairs, and now it's come to a point where it needs to be done. If they don't pass this bond, we'll see a tax increase regardless in forms of a tax increase, a property tax increase. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, the bond itself has language that says we're going to get a property tax increase. But in the case with these bonds, it's debt that's issued. So then we end up having to pay interest on that debt. So we're already paying $128 million in debt servicing on our current budget, which is $1.16 billion is El Paso's current city budget. And if you want to read it, it's only 895 pages long.
So, I mean, you said it earlier, you know there's a problem. You drove on the streets to get here. What would be your solution if not to have a tax increase in some form to pay for the streets?
I think we need to deny this bond, and we need to force our representatives to get into the budget book and find the money within the budget in order to make these streets better. This is where it should have been the whole time. The basic responsibilities for municipal government should be public safety, paying for government, libraries, and streets and roads and parks.
If there was a place where you would take the money from, would you offer a solution to that? Because I'm pretty sure they would say that they've done that.
There's 895 pages that they could look through to find the $246 million. But they're right, though. I mean, why did we wait for it to get this bad? You know, where we have to try to borrow $246 million at a time now where interest rates are going up and inflation, which means that material to fix the roads is going to be more expensive. And, so basically the cost of these bonds is going to be doubled what it was just a year or two ago. So, I mean, it's even more expensive now, and yet they want to borrow the money. This should have been fixed. It should have been in the budget 10 years ago. But at some point we have to draw the line. We can't just keep handing our city representatives this blank credit card and saying, hey, just run it up as much as you want. When they were building water parks and a ballpark and stuff that's, insolvent, it's not making us any money. It's costing us money out of our budget every year. They're increasing property taxes to pay for quality of life things. Well, quality of life is putting money back in the pockets of El Pasoans, not raising our property taxes. When you're not taking care of your basic responsibility as a municipal government, you're going to go build water parks and stuff like that.
So you would urge people to vote against this bond?
Absolutely, and all three of them. I mean, the only one that isn't a basic responsibility of municipal government is the climate part of the bond. But I still would decline it because climate change needs to be addressed once we address the fact that El Pasoans are tired of paying property taxes, or the property taxes continuing to go up. We have the lowest median income in the state of Texas, and yet we have one of the highest property tax rates. That's not right. We have a city manager that makes 10 times the median income over average El Paso. There's something wrong in El Paso city politics.
Dave Marino, who's chair of the Libertarian Party here in El Paso County, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.